I'm Sydney, welcome to my Flock and Squawk. This week's video I am making Snickerdoodle cookies using my Amish Friendship Bread Starter. Last video I posted was making these oatmeal cookies using the starter. And the last two before those were both different breads, Morning Glory and then the recipe that came with my starter that I was gifted. So there is a whole playlist now on my channel about Amish Friendship Bread Starter recipes, so feel free to check that out. The very first video I will have linked in the iCard, more information in my description. So let's make these Snickerdoodle cookies.
First we're going to mix some sugar and some cinnamon together in a bowl and set aside. Now to my stand mixer I added 1 cup of butter that has been softened and 1.5 cups of sugar and mixed. 1 cup of Amish Friendship Bread Starter is added in next, then our 2 eggs. Mixing between everything. Onto our dry ingredients, we have 1 teaspoon baking soda, 2 teaspoons cream of tartar, and 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, but you could also just free pour. Another mix to combine before adding our flour. We're going to use a total of 4 cups of flour, and then, because I haven't mentioned it yet, I use salted butter, and still add a tiny bit of salt, but if you are using unsalted, feel free to salt the dough. Our final step before baking is taking the dough, rolling it into balls, and then rolling it in that cinnamon sugar mix we made at the start and set aside. I place them a couple inches apart on the cookie sheet, and then smash them with a glass because this recipe does not seem to spread. So smashing it will allow for the cookie to bake evenly. These cookies bake at 375 degrees Fahrenheit, which is about 190 degrees Celsius, for around 10 minutes. Once they're out of the oven, I just put them on a cooling rack for them to cool off.
Alright, so that's how I made these cookies. This is what it is looking like straight out of the oven. I don't think using metal changed it at all. The only time that I have heard about metal and yeast not being friends is specifically with this. But for cookies, you don't really need a lot of leavening power to begin with. So I don't think it really matters in the grand scheme of things. I've used my metal stand mixer and utensils with sourdough starter and other breads and things that contain yeast. So I don't think it's really an issue. But here is this beautiful Snickerdoodle. I have to admit, I did try one off camera. Not my favorite of the Snickerdoodle recipes I've tried before, but it's still really good. It's very what you would expect from a Snickerdoodle texture-wise. The flavor just isn't quite the same as one of the other recipes I have. There's just something that I can't quite put my finger on, that it doesn't quite match up. But that being said, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed all of these recipes within the Amish Friendship Starter playlist that I now have going, and the whole month of June has essentially been dedicated to me trying to bake off all of this. This has just been one giant baking day for me that has been split into multiple videos, so I hope you enjoyed this. I hope that me breaking it up means that I'll have a little more time in my schedule to not be week to week posting videos, and that I can make some hopefully better, hopefully longer, or more interesting, in-depth videos coming soon. So let me know in the comments down below, what are your favorite recipes using Amish Friendship Bread Starter? What's your favorite bread recipe? And then what's your favorite like cookie or other pastry recipe? So thank you so much for watching. I hope you flock and squawk again with me sometime. Bye!